The book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small, great, rich, poor, free, and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number 603 All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Habushah, Wahara Kakwadash, the honors of the elders, the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the seeking and video elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen. Some looking like the heathen. Beginning with the 144,000. Preachers, teachers, and prophets. Shalom. Real quick. I think it's the 14th chapter. I just think it's the 14th chapter. 10, 11, 12. I think it's the 14th chapter. Hold on real quick. It says, as the ruler of the people is, so are his officers. Or did I overlook it? Yeah, right here. Ecclesiastes 10 and 1. I'm sorry, 10 and 2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You see? Hey, so you see, real quick. And I believe this was what, last week and a half, maybe a couple of weeks ago. I don't think it was that long ago. I think it might have been a week ago or something like that. How I believe, I might have the state wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. Florida was saying that they're not going to go along with this AI system, this digital system, or something like that they were saying. But hey, as we brought up in that video, that no, all states are going to comply, all right, with this digital system. Hey, right here 3 hours ago, it says Trump signs executive order blocking states from enforcing their own regulations around AI. So you see, you can't force your way around this AI system, man. All states, these governors, senators, mayors, everyone is going to comply. All right. So if you was thinking about, okay, I'm gonna move to this state, or that state, or this state is not doing this, or that state is not doing that, or they're gonna fight. No, they're not gonna fight. Remember, these leaders, these governors, these mayors, these senators, they're set up to fulfill prophecy. They're set up to follow after the rules and regulations of this beast system, man. All right? So they're not going against the grain. They might talk as if they're going against the grain, but no, they're just taught to give people false hope. All right? That's all it is. You got to understand, when they give you false hope and things don't go according to your plans, you lose hope and faith in whatever it is you believe in. All right? When I say whatever it is you believe in, I'm talking about those in the world. But us as a hopeful elect and seeking to be the elect of the nation of Israel, we know what's coming. We know what's happening. We know what has to play out. That's why the scripture says, hey, we must know what the will of the Lord is. And we know and understand prophecy. So there is no, this state is going to get around the AI regulations, or this state is not going to comply. No, all 50 states are going to comply. Hey, I love the scripture right here in Daniel. I believe it's Daniel 2. Hey, it goes into, because, history repeats itself, man. Just like what Nebuchadnezzar, during the Babylonian Empire, the Assyrians were ruling, how Nebuchadnezzar was like, yo, everybody, the officers, everybody is going to get down. Everyone is going to comply. It's actually the 3rd chapter, I'm sorry. And the same thing applies now. All right? And when you get Daniel 3 and 1, Nebuchadnezzar the king made the image of gold, whose height was 60 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king sent to gather together the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the councils, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king has set up. Then the princes, the governors, and the captains, and the judges, the treasurers, the councils, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces were gathered together unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then an herald cried aloud, "To you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages." You see that? That at what time ye shall hear the sound of the cornet, the flute, the harp, the sackbut, the psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king has set up. Right, and this could be the same way in this time, man. All right? Hey, just like back then, if they went against the grain, they would be put to death. So these leaders that think they can go against the grain, Esau gonna knock you off, man, and put somebody else in your spot. Hey, and whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall the same hour be cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, at that time, when all the people heard the sound of the cornet, the flute, the harp, the sackbut, the psaltery, and all kinds of music, all the people, the nations, and the languages fell down and worshipped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king has set up. So you see, the time is no different now. It's no different now. So if you're thinking they're going to change up and they're going to get around at this state, no. All 50 states and these senators, these governors, these rulers, mayors, everybody's going to get down, man. All right? Everyone's going to get down. Trump signs executive order blocking states from enforcing their own regulations around AI. So everyone is going to be in what? Compliance. In one order, one rule. Okay? One map that they're going to follow. One guideline, one structure. Where is it? Trying to sign it.
It's really the biggest industry that anybody's seen. I mean, it's taking off. And again, I believe there'll only be one country that really benefits, and it should be the United States. And it will be if we do this, if we're unified. We have to be unified. China is unified because they have one vote. That's President Xi. He's just doing it, and that's the end of that. You know, we have a different system, but we have a system that's good, but we only have a system that's good if it's smart. It's really the...
See, it's all going to what? Unifying. Now let's get the other video that's longer. Yeah, right here.
Let better than bouillon magic begin when you scoop a spoonful and stir it in.
But that won't...
Again, the title is Trump expected to sign order blocking state AI regulation. So forget about trying to find a route or a way around prophecy. You cannot. You cannot.
All right, so President Trump announcing his plan to issue an executive order to limit state regulation on AI, saying, quote, "We are beating all countries at this point in the race, but that won't last for long. If we're going to have 50 states, many of them bad actors involved, and rules in the approval process, I will be doing a one-rule executive order this week. You can't expect a company to get 50 approvals every time they want to do something. This comes as states like Florida have released proposals to regulate AI.
We're going to be proposing, and we're going to work with the legislature to establish an artificial intelligence Bill of Rights for individual Floridians in our state. This will be very far-reaching with consumer protections. It will do things like fortify some of the protections we have in place for things like deep fakes. We are also going to make sure that your data is protected.
Let's bring in Kurt, the cyber guy. Okay, regulation when it comes to nefarious things like impersonating children or dead people.
Yeah, up to no good.
That is fine, but AI in a way to eliminate it, you're just setting yourself up for failure, right?
Here is the problem, and good morning, Lawrence. Here's the problem. We're this massive country that is innovating AI like nobody's business, and China is right there on our heels. So what the president's talking about is the ability to have just one central rule where we say, don't let 50 states come out and just cloud it all up and bog down innovation by trying to regulate this. Can you imagine if you and I were trying to invent something in AI and we had to just stop what we're doing to now answer to, say, California that comes up with rules for us that make no sense, but we have to comply if we're doing business there? Can you imagine times 50? That is an invitation to allow China to get ahead of us. And we simply don't want to do that. So the president's been on this for about 2 months. We sort of knew this was coming. And so he's always had that tech bro hat on where he sees what's possible with AI. But what's really important is while we do want a balance of regulating the bad stuff, we really have got to have that path forward. And that's why having a president that's a businessman, that's why we can see, like, you know what? I mean, you can imagine when he's developing real estate, what's the biggest thing that bogs down progress? It's bureaucracy. So he sees that, and we now know that in order for us to win in AI in this country and continue on, you gotta just keep the train on the tracks.
It's so true. I want to get your reaction to this because Times Magazine is going to name potentially AI as their person of the year, and that's being the president, of course, and Pope Leo. The reason why I want to get to this is because I don't think this type of stuff is kind of helpful. It gives the impression that AI is replacing people, and I think that goes into the message of, you know, this doomsday message.
Well, it is kind of funny, though, at the same time. So Time Magazine has their person of the year, and this year, instead of it actually being a person, people are saying it should be artificial intelligence. Why? Because AI has been, in this last year, more influential than any other human being. So it may be that the president, as well as the Pope, really have had a big voice in AI and technology. And they may be popular in that area, but what this award is about being influential. And so AI has been influential. Should Time Magazine give AI to a category of technology? No. They're trying to get publicity, or somebody's just trying to stir it up.
I think we need to be telling people on a day-to-day basis that AI needs you. I mean, I use it every day. It's a great tool for efficiency, but at the end of the day, it makes a lot of mistakes as well, and you need that human to kind of guide the thing.
Here's what needs to happen. We're at that point where, like, the phone came out, and people are like, I'm not using that beast that's over there. And then guess what? You got to use the phone, or you're not going to be able to talk to anybody who's not at your house. So the same goes with AI. We're going to need to embrace this. The smarter way forward is to embrace it and at the same time understand how you can be who you are, use it to empower you as a human being, and succeed that way.
Such a good point. Kurt the Cyber Guy, go to his website. He always has deals for you and great advice. Thanks, brother.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click.
You see that? You see what he said at the end? Hey, people say that they want the phones, but then now you can't talk to nobody without the phones. AI is the same way. See, you cannot escape prophecy. These prophecies are going to play out, man. All right? This digital system is here. They're going to bring it forth, and it's going to happen. Then eventually they're going to bring forth this MOTB. All right? Which only the elected Israel are not going to take it. You might have some Edomites that don't take it over here in America, but hey, salvation ain't for y'all anyway. All right? So there you have it. Hey, they set everything up to the point where, hey, it ain't no getting around this thing, man. Alright? Which we've been telling y'all that through the spirit of power, how about Shema Shai, beginning with the elders and the apostles and the big brothers of the great millstone, man. Hey, stay prayed up in the names of how about Shema Shai. Shalom.